It's been about 2 months since we last gave you an update, and wanted to just briefly touch base with everyone here in the middle of the summer, which is hard to believe. We wanted to say thank you. It's been incredible. We cannot say thank you enough for y'all's support, your prayers, your visits. We've had numbers of you come by, and I know Dallas is quite a hub, so people who are traveling through on the way to somewhere else or stopping over for a flight, and so it's been a real delight to host a number of you, and it encourages us so much to have people over for a cup of coffee or a meal or spending the night or just passing through and having lunch, and so we're grateful for so many of you. Many of you send text or Facebook or emails or phone calls in the middle of the day. We love those, and we're so grateful again for your support and your encouragement to us, and we're delighted. It's been great to already go back. At the end of the program, I had hours of audio recorded, lots of notes taken, pages and pages of notes taken and material, and so to go back already and begin to review those and study those and see the fruit coming out of that already has been wonderful. I get a little bit of break from the academia of it, and so for the last month or so, I've done a little bit of traveling. Not to belabor it all, but as you know, some of you know, I've done another wedding and got the chance to preach at a friend's church, and doing a little bit of other travel, ministering here and there. And then Amanda and I and the boys got some time to go see some of my family down here in Texas, and travel just a little further south and go to New Braunfels and Austin and San Antonio and see some grandma and grandpa and aunts and uncles and cousins and brothers and sisters and family, and so it's been good. It's been really good to have a little bit of a break. And but the internship with John Henderson has already begun. We're just meeting a little bit once a month with the leadership team, preparing for what will springboard full-fledged in the fall. Meeting with John Brown on a weekly basis, and that has been such a joy. And I appreciate your prayers as he has, in his mentoring, has been calling areas out in me and challenging me as a minister and as a father, and it's so great to be with him, and the things that he challenges me in and edifies and encourages me in, and the study with him is great. So very appreciative to him, and also, we twisted Tommy's arm into seeing if he would do a victory lap with us. And so it's been some time since we've been able to convince him to do a summer, but he bought into it, and we're grateful. And so he's doing a Hebrews class with us over the summer. And so myself and a number of other guys are studying on Thursday nights, going through the book of Hebrews. And so that's just an extra blessing to be able to study through the summer with Tommy as he sacrifices on our behalf, and it's been great. So so far the summer has been a delight. It's been busy, it's been full, and it's been hot. And so we are looking forward to traveling up to Colorado here in a few weeks to go see some of our other family, Amanda's side, there in Colorado, and of course so many of our friends and family up there. And so here in a few weeks, Amanda and the boys will head out there for about a month. I'll stay back here to continue to study and do a little work, and then I'll catch up with them there near the end of their time there. And so we appreciate your prayers as we're separated, and as she travels, and as they get some time to reunite again with family, and as I look forward to being up there and seeing many of you and many of our friends and family up there. So appreciate your prayers over the summer, and it'll be good to beat the heat a little bit up there in Colorado. So up and coming, things will really kick off full-time in the fall with the Henderson's program, and continue on the mentorship and continue the studies. And so we could not do this without you in many regards, and so we're so very grateful. As you continue to think of us and pray for us, we would ask that you would pray that God would continue to sharpen us, continue to burden our hearts for the lost, to give us a continued appetite for His Word, compassion, that God would continue to drive us toward Him and make us more like Him. Truly, we ask that you'd pray that. Pray also that God would lead and guide and protect us in what might be coming up at the end of this year. I want to be sensitive to the fact that I don't get long-term vision and forget our short-term effectiveness, that we still have another year here in Denton of ministry and equipping and studying, a very full year. And so we don't want to lose sight of that. But we know that a year is a very short period of time, and that it's not too early to start planning on what might be next. So there are some opportunities that are bubbling up, that are becoming on the table, if you will. And so we're very we're prayerful, more than prayerful. We're spending some time to pray and fast and seek the Lord on what might be next. So we'd ask that you would join us in that we would be unified in our decision, that we would get clarity from the Lord. And at the end of the day, we would just trust him. We'd, in faith, continue to trust that what he has is good, and that we ultimately want to honor him and bring glory to his name. And so join us, if you would, in praying about what God would have next for us, that we might plan well, and we would craft this next year on what we trust God would have next for us. And we'll be sure to keep you posted on what might be coming up. But thank you again for a wonderful last year, and appreciate your prayers and your support as we get a little bit of a break this summer, and as we launch into next year with the studies. We thank you so much again